Hello and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Mary and welcome to another Craft Day Wednesday, where every Wednesday I post a new video. In today's video I am going to be showing you how I made these mini crutches for my gnomes. It's made out of aluminum foil, and all you're going to need for this project is, like I said, you're going to need Reynolds wrap or any type of foil that you have. You're going to need scissors, masking tape, parchment paper, and hot glue. Yeah, that's really simple. Here is my gnome, and I put him on a pair of crutches. And I won't be doing the gnome in this video because I have several videos already posted of me making gnomes, and they're pretty much all done the same way. So I won't be doing a gnome in this video, but I am going to be doing the crutches. So I am going to go ahead and turn my camera down so y'all can see what I'm doing. So here is it's easy to work on parchment paper because the hot glue doesn't stick to it. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to put this here. We're just going to start off with some paper, some foil. I'm just going to tear off a couple strips. And I'm going to go ahead and set these to the side. So we have these two here. So what we're going to do is you're going to go ahead and fold it. And then you're just going to roll it. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're just going to shape it. So once you have it folded, we're going to go ahead and roll it. And we're just going to smush it together. So we're just going to make like a stick. I've also done these with wooden dowels, but sometimes everyone can't find wooden dowels, so I want to give them another option of making the crutches without actually having to run out and buy a whole lot of supplies. So this is what we have, and we're going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other one. And if you have one that's a little bit longer than the other, all you got to do is just cut it down some. So I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this and smush it. Like that. So we have two. And as you can see, one is longer than the other. So what we're going to do is make sure we put those two ends together. We're going to take our scissors and we're just going to cut that off. So now you have two even ones. And I'm just going to go ahead and smush that. There we have this. Now we're going to take another piece of foil, and I'm just going to go ahead, rip that in half. We're just going to fold it. Basically, same thing. Roll it up. And we're going to go ahead and smush this one together, making another stick. So there we have that. We're going to go ahead, do the same thing to this one. Like that. Now, what we're going to do, we're just going to take those two, we're just going to bend them together like this, and we're just going to smush them two together. Same thing. Bend. So let's set that here. So now we have, this is what you should have so far. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this one and we're just going to bend it out. So you're going to hold it like this and you're going to bend it this way. So you're making an L shape. And you're going to do the same thing for the other one, bending it in the opposite direction. making another L. So this is what you should have. Now, by now, you should have 2. Now we have this. We're going to grab another piece of foil, stick that to the side. I'm going to tear this like this, roll it this way, smush it. It's all done the same way. All you're doing is making long cylinders. We have that. Fold it this way again, like this. And you're just going to make a long cylinder piece, snake or stick or whatever you want to call it. You should have this. So far, this is what you should have. And now we're going to go ahead. We're going to put this, we're going to move these here. We're going to grab that foil again. Just tear off another piece. And we're just going to fold it and squish it. My plan is to make this video easy to follow along, you know, without any confusions. And I'm trying to make it easy so people can understand it a little bit more. And I also like to focus on making videos where people don't actually have to run out and buy supplies. I like to try to use what I have at home without actually having to go purchase stuff for a project. So this, we have that piece, and I'm going to roll another one, fold it, and so this is what you should have. Now it's time to assemble the crutch. We're going to move that to the side. You're going to bring your parchment paper, and we're going to bring everything back. So here we have it. So we're going to take this piece, and we're just going to move this up like this, and we're going to glue these two together. So I'm going to go ahead, grab my glue gun, being very careful that I don't burn myself. We're going to put some hot glue on, and we're just going to go ahead and stick that right here in place. You can move it down a little. And I was actually just using my real crutch as a guide, because I injured my foot about, well, my ankle, I guess, about maybe 2 or 3 years ago in a boxing class. So yeah. So now we're going to go ahead, stick this one here. So once again, grab you some hot glue. We're going to stick that right down on there. And we're just going to go ahead and stick this here like that. And I am going to put a little bit of hot glue here just to make sure everything is nice and secured. So by now, this is what you should have. It almost looks like a wishbone. And now we're going to take our 2 pieces, and we're going to go ahead and glue it just like this. So I'm going to go ahead and glue those in place. So once you have it glued in place, this is what it should look like. So now we're going to take our flat piece, and we're going to glue this right to the top. So I'm just going to put some hot glue here and here. And I'm just going to go ahead and stick this right in place. Let that dry. And now we're going to take our last piece and we're just going to go ahead, and this is where you would hold it. This would be under the arm, and this part here would be where you place your hand. And I'm going to go ahead and put some hot glue on that. And then we're going to stick that right in place, and I am just going to let this dry. And once it's all dried, this is what it looks like. Here is your little crutch. And now, if you want, and this part is optional, you can wrap this in your masking tape, and it just makes it a little bit stronger. So I am going to go ahead and grab mine and wrap mine. And as you can see here, I already tore off strips of masking tape, and we're just going to go ahead and wrap it around the crutch. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go down and I'm going to wrap in a downward motion. Let's take this off. I'm going to tear this here. Start right there. And I'm just going to put this here like this. And we're just going to wrap this way. And you want to pull kind of tight, but not super tight, because you don't want to rip your crutch apart where you glued it. And this masking tape is only going to make it a tad bit more stronger. So I'm just going to continue to wrap this around, all the way around the crutch. So yeah. So we're just going to continue to wrap. Start here, like that. And then we're just going to wrap it around, going down. Grab us another piece. And once you get it all, let me see, I pulled too hard and my little piece came out. Don't do what I did. Right. So you're going to stick this back in place. And once you get it all wrapped, I'm going to show you what one looks like all wrapped and painted. So once you get it all wrapped with the masking tape, once you get it wrapped all the way around and painted, this is what it's going to look like. And mine is still wet. So this is what it looks like. And all I did was took my felt and covered it on put it on the arm and the hand rest. And this is what it looks like. And I don't want to touch it because it's still wet. But here it is. Here's our little crutch. Now, for these crutches that I have here, I used a wooden dowel for them. If y'all want to see a video on how I did it with the dowels, I will do a video on that also. But I figured, I had a couple subscribers tell me that they had a hard time, or they have a hard time finding the wooden dowels due to where they live. So I figured I would come up with another way, which by using a foil, because most everyone have foil. So yeah, this is what it looks like once it's wrapped in tape and painted. I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera back up. If you like this video, please give me a like and a thumbs up. Please feel free to share this video with family and friends. If you are not already subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to become part of my YouTube family. And with that being said, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch one of my videos. I hope you all have a very nice day. Bye.